I'm the man now, ain't I work a plan now.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Trying to find Tyler Algier out of the backfield.
And it's second down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second and 1. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll run. It's Presley. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll run again with Presley. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons 3, Colts nothing.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Hey, kill.
On second down, Martin. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Colts at 5-7 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
They run it again with Martin. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Following the penalty, Martin. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Kill. Hey.
Brissett on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The tight end in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brissett. They set up the screen to Martin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a carry here for Presley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It was Quiddy Pay who made the stop coming off the edge.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. On the run, this is Presley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Here's Presley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
John Fitzpatrick.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Colts 0. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Bradley Kingman set to kick off.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 5, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. He'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Martin. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Presley. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And down to the 36-yard line here. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Presley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Presley, he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
33-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. He'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Brissett. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down, Brissett. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brissett now. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. The Colts going to use the... timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Presley, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
They'll run on first down. Presley, and he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That pass play good for 7. but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Kyle Pitts from 17 yards out. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try to run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Throwing again on second down. Brissett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
First down. First down.
From the gun, a give to Martin. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Brissett. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A first down throw for Brissett. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
3 yards remain for second down.
Brissett. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
A give to Martin here out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Atlanta, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky.